YouTube, what is going on? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we got another video here by Desu. Developer cuts ties with problematic VTuber and it backfires horribly. Damn, I wonder what happened between this developer and the VTuber. I know it's some insane drama. I'm here for all of it. Hopefully some Twitter drama. So make sure you guys like and subscribe and tell me what you guys think. Let's enjoy this drama video.
Hey, what's up guys, Riv here. So today we're going to be talking about the latest cancel culture campaign to be once again targeting the VTuber Kirsche. Now, we talked about her about a year ago because at the time she was supposed to be a featured guest at a convention that me and my wife were also supposed to be featured guests at the time, but she was unfortunately let go from that convention because of her problematic opinions and her wrong thinker, whatever you want to label it as. And seeing that, me and my wife looked at that and said, we don't want to be a part of anything like this. So we gave up our spots as featured guests in protest of what happened. Now let's fast forward to the latest life ruination campaign targeting Kirsche, where many individuals are trying to literally ruin her life. They're going after her sponsors and anything she is affiliated with because she is so problematic. Now, one partner...
What the heck did Kirsche do? Bro, like, for her to have this much enemies, that's insane.
That actually let her go, although unofficially, is Crime Boss Rocket City. This is a game that Kirsche has been a sort of unofficial ambassador for. She is the largest streamer to play this, arguably, and she has done a lot to promote this game. A lot of their success is in part to Kirsche, but due to these recent complaints, they have dropped her entirely, and look at the results. These are the Steam reviews for this game. They have completely fallen.
Salute to her community. That's what we talk about, having a strong community. No matter, even if you're let go of a company, they're gonna ridicule the company. Thank God. Shout out to a community.
Off a cliff, and rightfully so.
Rightfully
you reap
so.
what you sow when you engage in this nonsense. Now, what's going on here? Well, there's been a long series.
Let's quickly check out what happened with her and Crime Boss. It's on Steam, right? So this is the thing. Holy smokes. Look at this. Holy. Shout out to her community, bro. Talking about having such a positive to now your thing is mixed. Now that's a community right there, bro. 18.
Of articles, viral tweets. It's been going on for about a month now where people are trying to label Kirsche as a literal white supremacist or a literal Nazi, and this is just the
because VTuber Kirsche goes viral for seemingly defending Shiloh Hendris fundraiser after latter reportedly calls a child an N-word. Dude, imagine people are still getting cancelled for using the N-word, bro. Like, people should literally, if we're gonna cancel people just for saying the word like nigga, you know, because I'm black, I can say it. So just, bro, like, it's not that deep for me. I really don't care as long as if it's not, you know, I don't know.
Most recent article on the situation saying this from Sportska. VTuber Kirsche goes viral for seemingly defending Shiloh Hendris' fundraiser after latter reportedly calls a child the N-word. So in their infinite
baby
wisdom,
niggas.
Sportska makes this wild accusation while also providing a time-stamped clip of the stream in question where she supposedly defended someone saying the N-word to a child. Unfortunately for them, in their infinite wisdom, their own clip that they provide debunks everything they're saying. And we'll see it in just a second. But to give context before we watch it, especially for those who are not from the United States, two things are relevant to this clip. There was a situation where a black high school student stabbed a white high school student to death. There was then a fundraiser for the assailants of that situation, which raised hundreds of thousands of dollars.
That's America. You know, it is what, dude, I don't even know what to say. That's fucked up. You know, what that dude did, that's crazy. You stab someone to death and people raise a fundraiser for you so you can get more money. Insane. That's insane. That's the state of America right there, ladies and gentlemen.
A few weeks later, there was this Shiloh Hendris individual who called a child at a playground the N-word, and then people raised hundreds of thousands of dollars for her after she was doxxed and was trying to relocate her home. Now, in the clip we're going to watch, Kirsche identifies that these things did in fact happen and then goes on to say that the latter, the whole N-word controversy, is not good. That's their proof. Let's watch the clip that's supposed.
The N-word controversy is bullshit. Honestly, people which care about this don't have any time. I really don't care about anybody that is being subliminally racist. That guy which stabbed that kid to death, that's crazy. A black child stabbing a white student to death is just insane. It doesn't matter about race. People are actually killing each other. That's insane. The N-word, I don't give a damn. I don't care. You know, people can call each other the N-words as long as it's not affecting my life. I don't give a fuck. You know, I don't care
Supposedly
about
shows
this.
that she is defending this woman.
How in the name of Baby Moses on Fire did we go from the loving society of the 90s to the fucking mess in 2025? That's some chutzpah. A lot of people are just like unfollowed. That's an unfollow from me. Bostonian guy said, oh no, what am I going to do without followers that think it's okay to call a 5-year-old the N-word?
Yeah, that's messed up, but
I don't think most people think it's okay. I think there are a lot of people who are tired of things happening, like Daniel Penny, like the whole George Floyd incident and the Summer of Love, like the Carmelo Anthony. There's just a lot of people tired of the two-tier justice system, and they start saying some crazy things and doing some crazy things.
The two-tier justice system doesn't only end in America. It's mostly around the world. Well, in my country, South Africa, it's a heavy two-tier justice system, but you won't die. Police won't shoot you, unlike America. But there is a two-tier justice system. I don't know about Zimbabwe, the country I'm currently in, because I think white people are a minority in South Africa. White people are also a minority here in Zimbabwe. But I guess, you know, the majority is mostly black, so I don't think we've ever heard of any black on white crimes that I've heard. Mostly in South Africa, it's there, but it's not as bad as people think it is, as Elon makes it think. That
doesn't make it okay.
It's bad,
but
yeah,
it's like
bad.
That's just kind of the consequence of where we're at now, unfortunately. And there are some people who are like accelerationists that are like, the pendulum is going to swing back so far it's going to break off, and I hope that's not true. I don't want to see that happening. I don't like seeing this kind of like violence towards other people. Like, not that words are violence, right? But there are people advocating for violence on both sides.
Yeah, it's stupid.
And I don't like seeing that.
Again,
No, it's so stupid. Guys, if we're fighting just for the word N-words and niggas and all of, like, again, if you care about stuff like this, you have no time. Literally, your life, you've got nothing going on in your life. I don't care if somebody calls me a racial slur, because we also, in our countries, well, I'm from South Africa, we have also a racial slur for black people, kafir, you know, so it's like them saying nigga to me, so it's also a racial slur, you know. So I wouldn't care if somebody calls me that. I don't care, you know, as long as if I don't work for that person. If you maybe work for that person, or it's an environment where you know you're gonna have to see that person again, then maybe I would give a damn. But now, most of, like, again, you know, it's rare for me to have an encounter like this, you know. So I don't know. I wouldn't know how to feel. Again, you know, I'm not American, so I think we do. I'm from South Africa, so we do hold racial injustice and racial how can I put this? Racial slurs and violence or foul language towards another race in high regard. But then again, like, it's something which we shouldn't give a damn about. Like, if you're an everyday person and somebody calls you the N-word, bro, just move on with your life. As long as you're never going to see that person again, leave them be. If somebody needs a slap for this, slap them. But then again, just like, for me, I would just leave a person be. It doesn't really matter to me, honestly.
Iterate Sportska is accusing Kirsche of seemingly defending the latter fundraiser, and the clip they provide as the supposed proof does the exact opposite. It literally debunks their own claim. She looks at the objective reality that these two fundraisers do.
Oh no, Vtuber Kirsche, honestly, she's based. Like, high key, she based. She not saying any bullshit. She sees both sides and says it how it is. I like her.
Exist.
They like happen. Her a lot.
She identifies that, and then later says that given the circumstances and everything going on with the two fundraisers and all of the controversy involving them,
it doesn't
make the latter okay.
Yeah.
But Sportska then
both
says
stupid.
That is proof of her defending the the fundraiser.
That's so dumb. How is that proof of her defending the fundraiser when she's giving a based argument?
Incredibly dishonest. Honestly, at this point, they make Kotaku look like they deserve a Pulitzer Prize.
Oh,
this
God.
is a garbage headline. It is misleading,
Yeah.
and it is inflammatory. It is trying to paint Kirsche.
Oh, so I get it now. So that clip which we saw, I'm thinking she was gonna say something crazy, man. She was so based. She is so freaking based. Like the VTuber Kirsche. Like what she said over there was reality, bro. For real. She's so based. I gotta give it to her, you know?
As something that she is not. They are putting words in her mouth that she clearly did not
Now, honestly, this is just a clickbait. It's clickbait, of course, you know?
make in that clip. And a lot of people would react to this and run with it, and some people would criticize this article, including Asmin Gold. You can see this video where he reacted to this Sportska article, and you can see the like-dislike ratio is like 99%. Now, if you went to Twitter, you would think this is a closed, shut case, that she's a white supremacist.
No, because people don't do their research. People didn't even see the clip. Whereas we've watched the clip. That was, bro, like, that was nothing. She was not racist. Excuse me. She didn't even defend her. How was she defending her? She just gave the base argument. Sorry about the brightness. I'm gonna decrease that. She just gave a based argument, bro. Like, I don't even understand why people are tripping. That's just
she's
crazy.
This awful, terrible person because they read a headline from Sportska and other viral tweets like that, but they don't question anything that's actually going on.
Don't.
When you have people like Asmin Gold actually look at the clip in question that's supposed to defend this claim in the headline, it proves the exact opposite. So this is a very unfortunate situation where people are using articles like this.
They do it all the time. I mean, they do it all the time. They do it to Diddy. They did it to Tory Lanez. Well, let me not include those. Those guys they have a lot of skeletons in their closet. But they do it all the time to like people that like Kai Cenat. Kai Cenat is also a good example for him, where a headline, they will try and diminish his career with just a headline. They always try to do this to a lot of creators.
Go after her sponsors and anything she's affiliated with, and unfortunately that leads us to Crime Boss, which again,
shout out to her community for them downvoting or them mass negatively replying to Crime Boss. They did it to themselves. Stop getting involved in bullshit. It doesn't affect your freaking game. And this is what the result that happens. We saw the result. They got massively downvoted. Shout out to her community. That's how a community is supposed to back up their favorite content creator. And especially
Kirsche was a sort of unofficial ambassador for her. They weren't paying her to promote this game. She was just a very big fan and brought a lot of people to this game. And they owe her a lot. But you know what they did instead? They quietly dropped her. She has reported that they got rid of her. They've cut ties because of seemingly the recent controversies. There's no other reason they would do this now. And you can see the results. People.
Shout out to her community. Her community is honestly super strong. I love this, dude. A lot of more people need communities like this. Because no, bro, what the F? How are you guys getting involved in rubbish? That is it doesn't make any sense. Why would you guys get involved in such a bullshit argument from a dude who is the people which even wrote this article? Like, you know, come again. Like, come on. I'm just saying come again. Come on, bro. Twitter drama. People just love Twitter drama. They read the first headline and they just try and wash their hands off of everything, trying to be like Walt Disney. That's rubbish.
Are not happy. A lot of people who came to this game because of Kirsche are very dissatisfied, and they're showing that by leaving negative reviews. That's how they're providing their feedback for the situation, where they're seeing someone who boosted this game get dropped the second there's any heat applied to the situation, all the relevant parties. It is a very bad situation. Now, of course, you lose a lot of dedicated fans, but you gain some new ones, don't you? As pointed out here, good job capitulating to people that won't even buy your game, tagging Crime Boss. And you can see this whole yap session, blah, 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 blah. This person says, base game devs who stand on business by dropping an openly bigoted white supremacist VTuber from a sponsorship. And
how is she, like, guys, were we watching the same video? Like, no. Okay, what minute is this? This is 7:17. Let's rewatch what she said over here, bro. She was so freaking based. She was so based, bro. No, hell no, dude. Listen to this.
This woman.
How in the name of Baby Moses on Fire did we go from the loving society of the 90s to the fucking mess in 2025?
Yeah.
That's some chutzpah. A lot of people are just like unfollowed. That's an unfollow from me. Bostonian guy said, "Oh no, what am I going to do without followers? I think it's okay to call a 5-year-old the N-word." I don't think most people think it's okay.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
not.
there are a lot of people who are tired of things happening, like Daniel Penny, like the whole George Floyd incident and the Summer of Love, like the Carmelo Anthony. There's just a lot of people tired of the two-tier justice system.
It is rubbish.
And
Yeah.
they start saying some crazy things and doing some crazy things. That doesn't make it okay, but it's like, that's just kind of the consequence of where we're at now, unfortunately. And there are some people who are like accelerationists that are like, the pendulum is gonna swing.
No, bro, she's freaking based, bro. Like, people are just tweaking. She is so based. Like, she is so freaking based, bro. Like, that was, dude, like, it's rare to find VTubers that are live in reality and talk how they truly see reality is. I just feel like, you know, that whole article was, of course, rage bait, clickbait. They just said whatever they said so that they can try and, you know, affiliate them. Like, I hate this so much. This is why I don't like articles. Any article can do this to you. We've seen it with a lot of gaming companies where they did it with Black Myth Wukong, of them trying to push this whole sexism agenda, this whole, oh, there's no woman in the game, this whole woke agenda. You know, it's just very disappointing what this website did, you know, to this girl, when meanwhile she didn't do anything. And again, her losing this sponsorship is not a big deal if she wasn't even getting paid for it anyway. You know, shout out to her fan base for them downvoting or them sending negative reviews on the game. That's what I'm talking about. That's a fan base, bro.
Who stand on business by dropping an openly bigoted white supremacist VTuber from a sponsorship, and they say, oh, we're so interested in this game. Guess what? They don't own the game. They're saying all this, but they're not actually supporting the game. Because that's what they do. That's what people on Twitter do. They talk about what they support, but they don't actually take any sort of action to do it. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the modern audience.
This is the modern audience. These are the people that they're trying to sell their games to, when they don't even give a damn about their game. They don't even buy the game. Like, what are we talking about? Like, bro, disappointing, dude. Like, shut up, bro. You don't even own the game. Shut the F up, you know?
Welcome to the modern audience. And developers watching this or hearing this, this is what you get.
This is what you get.
When you virtue signal, when you take sides in this cancel culture nonsense, this is what you get. You lose real support, but you gain virtue signaling like this. People who will not buy your game, they won't play your game, they'll talk about your game because it serves their agenda. Yeah, hello, local bank, I'd like to make a deposit. Well, not money in the traditional sense,
just
but more
virtue
support
signaling
via a Steam post. That's what you're getting with this sort of stuff. When you make claims and take a stand like this is what you get as a developer. But of course, a lot of people were talking about this. This is a post up here by the game. And I replied saying it's pathetic and this is my first and final impression of your game. Because this is what you're doing. This is the first impression for me and a lot of people, and I think that's a fair thing to say. This was a very bad look for them, but you got pushback coming from many people.
Honestly, it's not even pushback. It's just, this is stupidity. How dare you do that to somebody that absolutely likes your game? I feel like a lot of companies, if it's not affecting your final remarks, or if it's not affecting the people that buy your game, don't virtue signal, bro. It's not worth it. Because you see, look at this. Look at the outcome of them trying to virtue signal, bro.
Like this person saying, Rev, do you ever reread your own posts and wonder what you're doing with your life, arguing with a random intern over a decision made by higher ups at a company that will never see your comments is kind of sad. So let me
Who the hell is this guy now, bro? Dark, whatever they call him, bro.
This last part that is an objective lie. Kirsche would actually comment on this and say that the people at this company do read the comments on their account and they are seeing stuff like this.
Bro, just disappointing, man. Like, what the hell? Who is this guy? Even dark handsman. Bro, the Twitter fiends, chill out, guys.
Rev, do you ever reread your own posts and wonder what you're doing with your life? Arguing with a random intern over a decision made by higher ups at a company that will never see your comments is kind of sad. That guy's actually wrong. And because I was partnered with the company, I know that guy is wrong. I know that they monitor their Twitter. I am aware of this. Yeah, the fucking question marks, dude. True.
So now that we have clarified that the higher ups are in fact reading these comments, this user provides an explanation of their qualifier here, where they say, because I'm a grown married man with a of their qualifier here, where they say, because I'm a grown married man with a successful channel, a lot of fans, it's beneath me to talk about this stuff. And it's kind of sad that I would have an opinion on this.
Again, bro, Dog Handsman, you're not like, shut up, bro. Like, shut up. Like, dude, I swear to God, bro, like, Twitter is such a weird place, bro. People just people, we need to start literally analyzing people. People need to start having IDs so we can see what they've done, what they have accomplished, who they are, like, before they start talking. Like, who are you to tell Rev what he can or cannot do? You know, that's crazy, bro. Chill out. Get off Twitter, bro, because what are you talking about now? What are we talking about, bro?
I think it's incredibly disingenuous to say I'm not allowed to talk about something that I care about. Something
and you can talk about it. That's insane, bro.
It's relevant to my interests because I'm married and I have a successful YouTube channel. That's ridiculous. It's a qualifier.
I can't imagine Riff say this was kids. I'm trying to think about them. I don't even know how this man looks. I don't want to see his face. I'm cool with this VTuber character, but I'm just thinking how his kids would look. That's just
people are
funny.
Putting on, so they will try to silence you. They will never hold other people they agree with to this same standard they're trying to apply to people they disagree with. And I also see tons of comments saying, "Oh, I thought people like Rev and Kirsche hated cancel culture, and here they are." Engaging in cancel culture. Well,
no, I hate cancel culture because cancel culture is bullshit. It's basically it tries and manipulates a system so that some people can go ahead and some people get left behind. Because it's bullshit. You know, it's people trying to control that are jealous of you. Because trust me, you can use cancel culture to try and bring down somebody, but then what happens when they try and bring you down? Like, now that's when cancel culture gets very freaking weird, because you can use it as a tool to bring down somebody so that you can get ahead. But what if that same tool that you use can start working against you? That's why I freaking hate cancel culture, because it can easily swing to anybody. It can swing to anybody for anything. You know, like, it's just insane, bro.
What else would you do in this situation? So they put this qualifier on it. You can't even speak unless you have certain qualifications, like you can't be married, you can't have a successful YouTube channel, you can't talk about it, and also you can't leave negative reviews because that's cancel culture. What are you supposed to do to show your dissatisfaction with this situation? I'm genuinely asking, because
he just wants you to shut up. That's him. He's controlling you. That's him. Basically, what he's trying to say. At this point,
they won't allow you to do anything. And instead, they accuse you of engaging in cancel culture, which all of these people saying this, they are proponents of cancel culture. They are accusing you of the same thing that they do themselves and the same thing they support themselves. This is reaping what you've sown. This is the consequences of your actions when you take a content creator who has supported your game more than anyone else and you dump them over clickbait shit articles and viral tweets made by terminally online losers.
Yeah,
that's what you get. This is the reception you will receive. They
deserve it. They deserve it 1,000%. Shout out to her community. This is how your community is supposed to treat you and respect you. She is respected by her community. This is a community I wish I had, you know, because, dude, if I'm in trouble under fire and I'm not wrong, number one, if maybe she was wrong and she was talking shit and all of that, but she wasn't wrong. She never even said anything about anything of her stance or anything. It was just a clickbait article. And it's like, okay, y'all are falling for clickbait? Nah, y'all are not serious, you know?
Will lose support. That is not cancel culture. That is what happens in this situation. They literally created this negative feedback loop for themselves. They put themselves in this situation, and now this game is paying the price for it. This is another reminder that you cannot win with a lot of these people who are trying to go against the grain here. People trying to argue with you over this stuff. They are incredibly dishonest. No matter how much patience you have for them, no matter how much grace you give them, no matter how much you try to see eye to eye, you try to compromise or negotiate on things, they will never do the same for you.
Yeah, no.
Understand that. You are wasting your time if you're trying to have an honest conversation with proponents like...
No, you can never have an honest conversation. Never. You can try, but you fail.
this.
Dismally.
Okay? They will never give you any benefit of the doubt whatsoever. That is important to understand in these situations. But of course, there is an appropriate response. Two things, really. To ignore it, to laugh at it, or just move on.
Simple.
Or do all three.
Yeah,
and that's exactly
simple.
what Kirsche has been doing. She moved on. And look at her stream yesterday. She was streaming as all of this unfolded. And she made roughly $3,000 in super chat revenue in a single...
Again, she wasn't wrong. She wasn't wrong. She was fair. That's the one thing. She wasn't wrong. She was fair. And she analyzed the whole situation. She was based. You know, she thinks like a proper human being in the modern day. Whereas now, it was just disappointing. Now this clickbait article, man, and the company that was representing her, both of them huge L on both sides.
That put her in the top 10 of all super chat earners in the world yesterday.
Wow.
The world. Not among VTubers, not among Americans.
Insane.
The world.
Insane.
That's how much things have backfired for the people.
Can I also get $2,000?
Cancellation campaign. She's going to do just fine. And the problem is the people who are trying so hard to cancel her, they just keep boosting her. They just keep making people even more loyal to her because they don't understand how any of this works.
They don't.
So recently I've been talking about iDubbbz a lot, and as you know, he discovered empathy at the ripe age of 32. And I think talking about him has kind of rubbed off on me. Like, I think I discovered empathy too. He's at like a 25% on the empathy meter. I'm at like a 10, maybe 12%.
I think iDubbbz is the guy that wanted voice actors to kind of play their own race. So for example, if a black guy plays a white guy, he didn't want that for voice acting. So he wanted like if you're black, you have to play a black voice character. And people were saying that, yo, you're gonna get screwed. And eventually he got screwed, where it was only he was in a situation where he realized there's so many white characters, but he can't play any of them because he's Asian, and he got racially like cultural appropriation. It kind of kicked them out, and he was upset because of that. And that's what people were trying to say, that yeah, dude, this is why we don't want this whole cultural appropriation bullshit. You guys must search it up. It's so dumb, honestly.
My empathy meter, so I can understand some perspective on where these people are coming from in terms of the people trying to cancel Kirsche, who are spending their entire day trying to ruin her life. I can walk a mile in their shoes. And I can also say, from dealing with people like this myself, I can confidently say the people who are at the helm of this, the people trying the hardest, they have absolutely nothing going on in their lives. How could they? When they wake up every day and spend 12 to 14 hours seething about a content creator they don't like, and in trying to get their sponsors to leave them, trying to get them deplatformed, all of these things. They spend relentless amounts of time. They relentlessly tweet about people like Kirsche day and night. Kirsche is literally the rising sun and the setting sun of their lives. They have absolutely nothing else to do without her and their hatred of her. So I think it's understandable when they...
That's parasocialism. Like in any hate, there's some sort of love, you know? So it's just them being parasocial and them wanting control. Any person that tries to cancel you or all of that, they're trying to control the narrative. They want that sense of control.
See tweets like this, that they're very upset. They're genuinely upset because they have dedicated their lives to try and ruin people like Kirsche. And not only are they not having a significant impact, it's just making people support her even more. They are serving as free advertisement for people who are neutral in the situation. They're exposing more eyeballs to her content, and also it's making her fans rally behind her stronger than ever. Of course, the people trying to engage in the life ruination of Kirsche would be seething over posts like this. I think that's pretty obvious, and it's just a reminder of who you're dealing with. Now, there's another
I love that. Post your successes. Just post. Just be like, okay, even y'all try to cancel me, but boom, there we go. Top streamer. Shut the fuck up, you know?
In here where for weeks, way before even the Sportska article, people are trying to go after one of her sponsors, and that is Gamer Subs. So they're trying to get her removed, and we've seen many very bold content creators virtue signal in the situation. You have another VTuber parting ways with Gamer Subs because they're affiliated with a person who's expressed openly bigoted views without facing consequences. Oh boy.
How dare you do that, sir? How dare you do that? Honestly, I'm the type of person where I really don't care what you're sponsored by. You can be sponsored by gambling, supplements. I mean, bro, people are sponsored by McDonald's. That thing can kill you. But I don't care. Like, get your money. But the thing is, don't now try and virtue signal and act as if you are now, I'm more better than Kirsche because I can't be affiliated with the company. How dare you, sir? Sit your ass down, make your money, and move on. Because trust me, in a few years' time, people won't care about this. Next week, people won't care about this. That's the audacity, bro, this guy has.
I wonder what this anti-bigot thinks about white people.
Wow. Excuse me.
Are we even surprised? It's all a bunch of virtue signaling. It's a bunch of empty promises and slop. That's all it is. These people want to say that they're anti-bigots, and they act like the biggest bigots
in the
you
world
will ever see. Now, I saw this. Another person
like, how can you say, okay, I am not racist? Like, we don't know you. Maybe you might be the biggest racist of them all. Like, you saying you're not. Like, come on. Nobody says that, bro. You know, like, you don't just say that. Like, that's insane, bro. Like,
going after Kirsche, tagging her on Twitter and making this jump scare of a video. I apologize in advance, but let's give this a listen.
Other people are going to use a bunch of big words and all that. I'm not too good at those essays. I'll say this. I'm so happy I'm me. I'm so happy I'm me. I'm more talented than you. I'm funnier. I look better. I have more of a future. It's always some dirty, disgusting, smelly, just lame, loser ass bitch. They gotta come in and fuck the sandbox up for the rest of us. What? Bitch, get you. You know how happy I am to not be you? Like, I'm not even gonna tell you to, I would not tell you to kill yourself. Like, I want you to live to see how lame you become. What? Yeah, you gotta get the fuck out of gamer stuff, though. I'm not gonna lie. Like, someone gotta do something about that. Cause there's no way I'm doing what I'm doing, all this dope shit, in the same company that this bitch is in. Yeah,
I kid you not, I spent a...
Damn, bro. Like, damn. Take a chill pill on that, bro. That's very disappointing. No cap. Like, don't. I feel like I'm not the type of person where you should be now trying to bring down other people. Don't do that. Make your money, move on, bro. Like, literally, what Kirsche does is what Kirsche does by herself. She doesn't now start consulting you that, okay, cool, must I do 1, 2, 3? She's doing it her own thing. And again, she never said any racial things. Dude, come on, bro. Like, literally what Kirsche said was nothing. We all have seen Kanye West, and we've seen Kanye West's Twitter. He said some crazy shit. And why would you now start bullying somebody to tell them, yo, you must quit your sponsorship? That's insane, bro. It's insane, bro. So some of the shit that you see on Twitter, it's very insane.
A full minute scrolling through this guy's media tab to understand the crazy shit he be doing. And I didn't find anything. I don't even know what this guy does. I don't know if he's even a content creator. I'm just genuinely confused. All I know is that he should probably not read the comment section because he's getting absolutely roasted. This guy thinks he's like the authority on who can work with gamer subs. It's kind of crazy. And also we have this relevant clip here.
Ain't no way, dude. Like, fucking, I don't want to bend the knee to scum fucks. I don't want to give an inch to people who get gratification off of grandstanding and being moral busybodies. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Some kind of weirdo drinking out of cups.
Amazing.
Ain't no way.
But yeah, that is pretty much the situation involving Kirsche. I'll put a link to her Twitter account. You can go check out her other socials.
Okay, I don't know. My Twitter is not working. But yeah, you guys just tell me what you guys think about this whole situation. Honestly, it's not that deep. It is such a dumb situation. It is so dumb. somebody just saying how the current state of reality is right now. And it wasn't that deep, bro. Like, it wasn't honestly that deep. I was expecting something a little bit more, but man, that was just so weak. It was very, 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 very weak. Everybody should just take a chill pill. I feel like people shouldn't now start like involving themselves in a situation like this that doesn't have no substance. The company, that gamer company, well deserved, you know. Gamer subs, if y'all try mess with Kirsche, y'all saw what happened to that other game, so be careful of that. But yeah, you know, other than that, man, it's not that deep. You know, dude, the two situations of the child calling somebody an N-word and the one where the black student stabbed the white student, sticky situations. But anyways, you guys tell me what you guys think. Like and subscribe. And yeah, tell me what you guys think. See you guys on the next video. Peace out.